What's up, J Fusion fans? Our collection just keeps growing and growing. And for today's toy review, we're going to take a look at Sodo Plus Kamen Rider Decade with the option parts set. So, yes, I just saw these at the store, and oh boy, I'm compelled to get them at first sight. And as you can see here, okay, so hopefully you have a lot of option parts here. Look at that. So anyway, let's get to the main event, which is Kamen Rider Decade. So this is how the Sodo Plus looks like. Now, compared to other Sodo sets, the Sodo Plus comes in a box like this. So the whole thing in one box. So this is a bit more expensive than an ordinary Sodo. Like I spend usually about 400 yen per box, and that, you know, requires two boxes to complete whole set. Like for example, Kamen Rider GO, which I have here. So I needed two boxes to complete this. For example, he has the Ride Hay Saber from the Decade Armor Exade form. I put it there. So anyway, so yeah, compared to this, you only need one box to get the figure, which is good on its own, really. Like, no need for dummy heads and such. So you actually get to play with this thing. But of course, to get the full experience, you also need the option parts. So, well, it's up to you actually. But again, I just feel that this is incomplete without the option parts. So, speaking of option parts, I have here a few. So here we have the Ride Booker sword. So I am going to just put this into the right hand like so. It's quite tough, but there we go. That's how it looks like. There's a notch in the head, so you can, I don't know, move it around, or if you want to take it off, you can put it here. So there is a head right there, you can see, which is the violent emotion form from the movie. So I will put that later. So this is how it looks like. So the Ride Booker sword. We also have the Ride Booker gun, which is this one. So we'll just stick it in there, same way. So right. So that's how it looks like in gun mode. So dimension shoot. Now for Kamen Rider Decade, you also have, like, as you've seen in the option parts earlier, this rocket launcher, which was used in the Decade movie. This weapon was originally used by Kamen Rider G4. So I'm going to put it here in the right hand. As you can see, that is amazing. This is the best part right here. And I don't need stickers for this one. So speaking of this weapon, he actually uses it with the violent emotion. Actually, like this only was equipped during Decade. Decade is in the violent emotion form. So I'm just removing the head and replace it with this one. Just stick it in there. It's quite tough, but okay. So there you have it. And now he's ready to finish off Legend Rider. So there you have it. I'm just gonna put this back on. So the difference here with the original head and the violent emotion head is that the eyes are stickers right here. I I'm pretty sure you guys can see it right there, hopefully. But for the normal decade head, it's actually painted on. The rest of the face is actually sticker form, except for the radar on his head that's also painted. But uh, here, these parts right here, and the mouthpiece, those are also stickers. Although they are the same thing here with a violent emotion. Only the eyes are stickers, so that's a bit inconsistent right there. And of course, you have here the belt, the Neo Decade driver, and you also have the ride booker on the side, which you can actually remove. Uh, for other option parts, we're actually taking a look at them, although I didn't use all of them. So here we have a couple of open hand parts. There's an extra decade driver, which you can use to make the original decade driver. As you can see, this is the sticker set for from the option parts box, and as you can see right here, I didn't use everything. Also, you have another hand part here, which is an open version of the ride booker. So it goes onto, it's a left hand part, and you use it like, for example, he's decade is going to take a card from the ride booker. So use that. Now you have an extra right hand here. Actually, there are two of these. I'll show you the other one later. And it's holding a card. So you can use the stickers here to use the cards that you like. And speaking of which, I have used one of them, and I have decided to use the final attack ride. Take off the right hand like so, put it in, and then pose for a little bit. So there we go. That actually looks amazing. So here we can see Decade holding the final attack ride, and yeah, so this is basically it. So cards are actually painted on. I've seen reviews of the RKF version of the Kamen Rider Decade Geo version with the Neo Decade driver version. It also has a hand with a card in it, but there aren't even stickers which you can put. So when it comes to that detail, this I think is better. Of course, you can also use the other hands for other poses and effects. I'm just gonna put back the normal hand, and I'm actually going to use the stand right here. So stick it in. So this one actually has a similar stand height to the GO riders. It's not so high. You can actually put it down a bit. It's not like the build version, like again having this GO2 right here. They're actually the stands are actually the same height. You probably can't see it easily, but yeah, they are pretty much the same. So what I'm gonna do here is just pose Decade to do his dimension kick. So posing right there, just the head, just the legs like so, and arms. So that looks awesome. Right, so for the figure, now I've noticed that there are a lot of painted sections in this figure. Now, looking at this, we have the shoulders, of course. The head, like the silver plating on the sides right here, that's painted. The eyes are painted. There are parts in the arms and legs that are also painted. So here, this is painted. For the legs, like the front is definitely painted. But what I'm wondering here is like a lot of the areas here are stickers. So like the torso, the sides of the torsos are stickers. Even the pink parts right here below the belt are stickers, and the thighs are completely stickers. The legs are actually part sticker. So right here, this is sticker. This is sticker. So I mean, if you are going to paint these parts right here, why not do it all the way, right? Why skimp on the paint job if that's what you're intending to do in the first place? So it kind of, makes the figure look uneven, especially if you're not good at putting on stickers like me. Like you see those parts right there. This sticker I actually even tore a little bit right here. So yeah, that inconsistent paint job kind of ticks me off. But when it's actually complete and ready for play, especially when you add the option parts, you get amazing results. So let's actually look at, well, this is just a part of the option set. Of course, you have the violent emotion like I've shown you guys earlier. So yeah, that's pretty much Decade for you. It's overall an amazing toy, but again, my only issue here is the paint job. That's it. I mean, if you're gonna paint this one, you might as well paint most of it. Like, I don't mind putting on the stickers like the belt. Again, the eyes were perfectly fine being painted on, but for the rest of the body, yeah, if you were going to add paint on some parts, then why not complete it? Or you might as well just paint the whole thing, right? For about 500 yen, yeah, this should have been okay. Like, back when I started buying Sodos in 2014 when I first came here, they just came in one box and you already had accessories. So yeah, I mean, you could have put at least a ride book or sword to add the set. Like, I'm okay without the stand parts. And by the way, for the stand, you still have a sticker right here. I'm just not using it because I have another figure to review later on. So, looking at this, you also see Kamen Rider Shinobi and his swords. So, for the option part, yes, you get a couple of swords for Kamen Rider Shinobi, which I am going to review in the next video. So, stay tuned for that. Anyway, going back to Decade, he's definitely an amazing figure. Paint job's my only issue here. Like, it takes a lot of time and effort to put in all the stickers and do it decently. I must admit I didn't do a very good job, but I tried my best to put them, in a way that looks okay. So yeah, for this review, I'm going to give a total score for both the figure and the option part set. So overall, both sets together, I'm going to give them a 4 out of 5. Yes. 4, no, scratch that, 4.5 out of 5. Again, Decade itself is an amazing figure. Plus, you have this rocket launcher. What's not to love about this? So, of course, there are some parts that you can interchange, like for example, the stickers for the Legend Riders. Uh, you have, uh, by the way, Agito, Ryuki, Hibiki, and then for the post-decade riders or the Neo Heisei riders, if you would like to call him that. So you have Wizard, Ghost, and Build. So you can do that with the other uh, card hand if you like. So yeah, so that's it for Kamen Rider Decade Sodo Plus, plus in the option part set. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please do leave a like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget that notification bell so you get the latest from JE Fusion. So I am going to record this one next. So I'll see you again. Bye.